My next guest played his college football for the Virginia Tech Hokies. As a cornerback, he recorded 115 tackles, 10 interceptions, 26 passes defended. He was selected in the fourth round as the 127th pick overall by the Houston Texans in the 2011 NFL Draft. After the Texans, he signed with the Philadelphia Eagles, spent some time with the Arizona Cardinals, and ended his football career with the Winnipeg Jets of the CFL. Please welcome to the show, Roc Carmichael. How's it going, Roc?
Hey, how's it going, man? Feeling good, everybody out there.
Hey, man, we're doing great here. Hey, you know what? I think the Philadelphia Eagles could have used your services Monday night against the Cowboys. Did you see the game?
Yeah, I did, man, and I got a couple of those tweets that I might have needed to get up off the couch. But, that stuff, that's in the past, man, and them guys out there, they doing their thing. Maybe I can get up there and do some training or something.
Yeah, exactly. Training may not be a bad idea, Roc, after what we saw on Monday night.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to talk about your days back at Virginia Tech. I know you guys had a really great team during that time. And how was it playing for Coach Frank Beamer?
It was great, man. Coach Beamer was a true player's coach. I had opportunity to play for a traditional program, your Bobby Bowden, your Penn State guys, before they got into their, troubles up there. Then you got Coach Beamer, that's been around, part of that old school and kind of keep the tradition alive. He was that type of coach. And actually, man, I was up in Blacksburg recently. He's still around, he's not on the sidelines or anything, but he's sitting up there in the booth watching the games, man. So, if you're a Hokie, hopefully you get to run into him one day out there.
Absolutely. That would be great. Now, if I'm correct, you guys had Tyrod Taylor and Cam Chancellor on that team as well, right?
Definitely. We all actually, man, we came in together out of high school. We stayed in the same dorm, the same suite together. Myself, Cam Chancellor, Tyrod Taylor, Jason Worilds. He actually went second round.
Yeah.
To the Steelers, he was a heck of a player. And over that, we still played with some other guys too, younger guys. Kyle Fuller was on those teams. J-Ron Hosley, who was a legendary Hokie, he was an All-American corner. I also played with Brandon Flowers, Macho Harris. It was some big name guys at that time. And it's funny watching football now with the playoff process. If this, was our time playing back in the day, I think that Virginia Tech, we would been one of those teams competing for a playoff spot every year. Just off the fact that we were in 3 Orange Bowls. I think I won 2 Orange Bowls, but we played in 3, and it's kind of like how it goes now. That Orange Bowl is like considered the playoff game.
Yeah, that's correct. So, and that's a good point, Roc, you bring up, because back then, man, when you played, man, it was always controversial as far as who was going to be able to play in the championship game. Remember that?
Yeah, man, it was a lot. That's what made them have to, create the process that we have now. But at the same time, it was exciting too. I think it was a lot of teams, a lot of guys, coming out of nowhere, showing their worth. And honestly, it's still happening now. You look at college football; it's like year of the upset right now. I think they're getting the recruiter wrong. Somebody's recruiting the wrong guy.
Yeah, I mean, because I was looking last night, I couldn't believe how many 4-0 teams are right now. So this is going to be really, really interesting this year, don't you think?
Definitely, man, definitely. We got to wait and see. It's still a long season. I don't want to say it, but you got to play with injuries and things happen. Guys' grades and things going to come out soon. So we'll get to see how it turns out.
Hey, folks, once again, we're talking with former Virginia Tech cornerback Roc Carmichael here on the MeanGene Show. Hey, Roc, when you got to the NFL, what changes did they make as far as how you played the cornerback position?
Honestly, man, I got a lot of slack. Virginia Tech corners get a lot of slack when we move to the NFL, due to the fact of playing under Bud Foster. They kind of say we play a cheating style of football, at Virginia Tech, and I think it's more of a mental style of football. We aren't the guys that, we might not be, 4-star, 5-star athletes, but we able to think and learn the game and play at a high level. And, kind of the way that we used to do things, it didn't really fit, in the NFL. And actually, man, a lot of my technique and things were changed a lot moving to the NFL. And seeing where everything is at now is kind of going. They're moving back towards those old Virginia Tech ways. You hear different techniques and different style of corner when kind of in the early 2000s those things was just getting started. And like I said, I think that the old Virginia Tech guys were a part of that. Like my DB coach is Torian Gray, who's now with South Carolina. But if you look him up, last year before he was with University of Florida, he sent the first round corners, to the NFL every year. And he's been doing it since he was in Blacksburg. So that's kind of like our background.
So that's interesting. So now is it so you learn it one way in college and then you get to the NFL, they make a change. So that could just really throw some people off, right? If we can't make the adjustment.
Yeah, definitely. I think I was one of those guys. I didn't understand. I honestly, I felt like I learned a high level of football from Coach Foster, and once I got to the pro level, it wasn't understood. Like the things that I would communicate in the locker rooms and things of that nature, it wasn't really understood. But at the same time, man, the NFL is a business, so all your coaches might not be, actual position guys like you think they are. Your DB coach might have been a quarterback, growing up.
Right.
Played quarterback at Division II college or whatever. So it's like that's what I learned. I didn't have one DB coach in the NFL that played DB. So
oh wow,
it was like I'm talking to a wall.
Wow. That's interesting. That's good stuff. So, Roc, I want to talk about your current project now. I know you're partnering with GMTM Sports. Tell us what's that's about.
Oh yeah, yes sir, man. Well first off, we are heavily in the community. Right after football, that was kind of what I did when I left Arizona. I wanted to get back to the community and kind of help guys get that opportunity that I didn't have and prepare them kind of for the changes that I went through. Because I kind of did it on my own. After my father died, and I knew that was an important piece of the development. And and along those lines, man, I end up partnering with GMTM Sports, and we are a traditional recruiting service. We help kids all over the country. We do virtual tours of different colleges. We do actual college campus tours during the summer. Taking kids around, helping them get recruited. And then also helping with the mental health aspect of everything, dealing with COVID and
right.
Just the pressure, the social medias and everything with the kids now. It's a lot of they see a lot, so it's a lot of pressure that doesn't have to be there. And that's kind of the main role that I play. Kind of being that mentor, for the guys. Like a mid piece that kind of help them keep their piece at that next level.
That's great stuff, man. I have recently talked to quite a few former college and NFL players, and just to hear and see some of the things you guys are doing, that's incredible. Now, how would my listeners or any young athletes out there that's interested in working with you guys get in contact with your organization?
Definitely, man. So if you guys go to Twitter or Instagram, at GMTM Sport, you can see some of the background work we do. We're actually, the film crews at your Nike events, your Under Armour events, Rivals, and, the high school or the recruitment guys, you'll understand that language. And for anyone else, man, my Twitter and Instagram name is a little funky. It kind of results like that. Like one day I just woke up and had a blue check, and I didn't want to change it. So I didn't want to lose my check, but you can check out my Instagram and Twitter. It's at That Ain't Easy Bino. That's kind of long, I understand, but go to GMTM and you'll see me, moving around their profiles and things, and we can link up that way.
Okay, give them that Twitter again. Oh, Instagram. I'm sorry. Give them that Instagram one more time.
Yes, sir. That's at Bappin Ain't Easy Bino, BAPPNAIN Easy BINO. And again, I know that's a lot, but it's a great meaning behind it, and some community stuff we stand for. So
great stuff.
Definitely, guys. And again, for any of the recruitment guys, if you go to the GMTM website, gmtm.com, you guys can go and see some of the virtual tours we set up with your Georgia Tech, Cincinnati, schools of that caliber we have on there where you guys can go and kind of help yourself start to get recruited. You don't have to wait on anyone to do it for you today.
That's great stuff, Roc. Man, I tell you, it was a pleasure having you on the show, and we would love to have you back on in the future to see how things are going and just catch up.
Yes, sir, man. I'm here whenever you need me. Just give me a call.
All right, folks. Roc Carmichael here on the MeanGene Show, KDWN 720 AM, 101.5 FM, Las Vegas.